Hello, everyone, and welcome to Office Showdown. I am Kurt, and with me, as always, is Shmergan. We are here for some Valorant, and we are here to see some games.
Here to see some good games, I'd say. We've got Alumni Guild up against Nativz Academy. In Valorant, this one I'm really looking forward to. We've got a lot of heavy hitters on either side. On the side of Nativz, I mean, they've got Murph in here. Murph was on Miru's team and Lulboom's team. Actually, no, he wasn't on Lulboom's team. He was on Miru's team back when they had the win streak for Collegiate. And now they're against each other. Like this is an exciting prospect. And then we have Random, who's been clicking heads throughout the tournament so far, and Slime, who's been on the Odin all the time, as well as the judge. I know he had one game where he went rampant, and they're up against it's Miru and Lolboom and Seth. I don't think we've seen Seth on stream.
No,
Yes, I don't think so.
No, we haven't seen him play on stream as of yet. So, starting off here on Office Showdown, we are going to be seeing him hopefully pop off as a known pop offer.
I'm interested in what I think we know that we're going to Icebox for this map, so I'm interested if he's actually gonna go Reyna. So he usually picks up the Reyna, but A, he's against a team that has got hands, and B, Reyna is like okay-ish on Icebox. It's like you can definitely do better. But I've seen it done though. I think it happened in Challengers, EMEA Challengers, like a week ago, where Reyna was being ran on Icebox. So
there is a world. There is definitely a world, and knowing the player, knowing that they don't shy away from it. Definitely, not just a possibility, but something that I want. so yeah. Okay, so we are definitely Icebox. Good. We have the confirmation. We do know. So yeah, it is going to be interesting. We also have not seen Icebox on stream so far of Office Showdown. So it will be the first time seeing that come on. And I'm excited to see what's going to be brought out.
It's a good map when you have high caliber players as well, because there's so much scaling going on this map. And the timing of which you decide to take fights is really important on this as well, especially with how belt works, how scaling onto A works.
No, for sure.
So there's gonna be the respect is gonna be shown. You can't be up against somebody like Murph on the other side and then just say, I'm just gonna swing belt, haha, you're gonna get one tapped. Like, that's just gonna happen.
Yeah, there has to be a level of just respect shown. I feel like you cannot, as you say, just go in with this mindset that you can just outgun them, because the firepower, they got some of their own. They are ready and willing to fire back just as accurately, just as frivolously. So it's going to be a lot more, I think, a cerebral of a game than we'd see. So trying to see the setups, trying to see what pieces they have put together, what kind of comps they're going to accomplish, and what exactly they can do on the map.
The comp is a good point. That's a good point to bring on. What are they going to run? Because I'd imagine Murph is going to run the Jet, right?
Jet is,
and
like,
then
no matter what, it's a staple for the map. So
yeah.
maybe. But then what's kind of being evolved around that? I assume we're gonna see a Viper most likely, but we could see some changes up.
Okay, Jirapazu coming in. I know that. I know Miru and Jirapazu were duoing earlier today. Don't ask me how they got on. I was only on for when I saw them starting and got off after, but I hope it went well for their sakes.
For all our sakes.
Might even be able to check. Okay, it was a bounce back. Okay.
Quickly just checking.
I'm scared then. I'm scared.
they got it in them. They got the games in. They're warmed up. They're ready to go. And we're going to see exactly what's going to come on here as we get into it, as we push forward towards Icebox. And we are seeing lock-in straight away from the Nativz Academy, as the full squad is fully locked in.
Seth is going for the Reyna. I mean, this is like, it's iconic agents, right? But it's very gun heavy, just out aim kind of comp when you have a Jet, a Reyna, and a Chamber. But the thing is, these guys are very comfortable on the agents. I feel like that's what most people know them for, are these agents.
Exactly, and
but it's a lot of reliant on those guns.
It is. That is a huge element of the entire comp. You still have the Viper and the Sova on top of all that, to clear them off. But the rest of it is a lot of just hoping the individuals can pop off here and that they can work their magic, basically.
Random is actually going on the KO. I don't think I've seen Randy on KO, like, ever.
Yeah, a little bit of a change. We're going to see what it develops here as both teams set up for the pistol run, see what they can accomplish here.
Bot coming back.
I mean, the pseudo triple duelist is starting on the defense, which isn't too bad. I'm kind of surprised they put Jack on mid here. I mean, his mid's going to be smoked most rounds. I have to have somebody watch it, I suppose. Just Miru on B to hold it down. He's not going to be challenged too hard, though. All the action's going to be going on over towards his A site.
Yeah, the stack is going to be rewarded, but that is a huge bit of info to see that Alumni has attempted to push up. They're forced back by the recon bolt. But even then, it's just going to be slow and steady, just a little bit of poking and prodding from the attacking side.
This is aggressive. Does he go further in? He might catch S. No, Orb's gone up. Miru is really far back here. I think he's just kind of playing for the retake and the stall with the molly.
Yeah, seemingly so. Sitting back here inside, just playing, spotting, and even then preventing themselves from doing that now. We do have the rotates coming in quickly, though. Murph going to take a little bit of headway here and go for the fights. Takes Jack out of the round. They're going to spot some heads as well. And they're gonna take them. Good for the turn on Jurapazo, but we are going to see some refrags back. Seth and Lalboom able to start the retake and see what they can do. But it's running out of numbers here. Seth and Lalboom both trying to do their best here. They're low, but Seth no more as they devour Slime and they get themselves a bit of HP. It's still a one-shot headshot, though, and that fuse is going to be started. It's going to be stopped, and Seth may get a third, but they aren't good for the round here as Toru finishes it out, takes the round, and that is Nativz Academy. Starting off strong with a B-side take.
That was a great on-the-fly setup as well at that post plant to wait for the tap and swing up. Both people swing off the KO. Even though it was a trade, went in the favor. So great stuff there from Nativz Academy. But I'm kind of surprised that they didn't have more stall. The Alumni did. Because they had the molly, but they just wanted to go for the spams instead. Still made it close, though.
Oh, that is a huge start, though.
We forced the Ares.
Ares.
I didn't realize. Get this man on this gun. He's gonna give you numbers.
Push out here, but it is going to be instantly taken out. The classic not going to find any sort of value as it pushes up. 1 for 1 so far, but the overwhelming advantage of weaponry. Nativz just going to completely death ball up, push themselves over towards B, try to take some of this site. Slime going to try to get up close and personal with the judge. Drops the dart, but gets taken out by the Ares there. The light machine gun's good for 2 so far, and it breaks it down to the 3v3. It's going to be a difficult one to convert anything more, though, I feel like, especially with Lalboom's flank taken out.
He just has to stay alive though. Look at all this anxiety he's causing, and allows the other two to walk up further into sight here and try and isolate this Viper maybe. That's bad timing on us though.
Yeah, the rest of them are going to try to fight, but no one's going to pick at it. It's going to be up to them to take the fights. And Seth, with the Empress invested, is really trying to push for this. The Ares just pushing up close, trying to deal damage at this point, and it will be good for no more. 3 kills on the round for the Ares, but the Nativz Academy are not going to struggle to finish it out there, just playing it safe by the end. Once they know where the last two are, they just sit back and let the timer tick.
Yeah, both rounds have been fairly similar. We put a lot of presence towards A to start. We have 1 or 2 people hold mid, and then we end B. How deep does the book go? Or is Alumni going to start to cop on with the strats that Nativz Academy keep on trying here?
We'll have to see. They do have the weaponry now. They're able to pull out some rifles, get themselves all the util that they want. So this is going to be a huge opportunity. Those kills as well offset Seth's economy a bit, because it could have been a big issue. Huge flash to just get some space here. Forces Lolboom off the angle here. And A is going to be heavily compromised straight away, except that kill onto Murph is going to slow it down immensely. Rapazzo forced forward. That is going to be a molly that only causes more power for the defense here, as they're getting some great picks here. They've lost 1, but the rest seem to just be falling here. Toru, good for 1 with the Sheriff, but it's going to be Lolboom's round to get the 4.
Yeah, they let him play. You let Lolboom play, he'll get you 4.
Yeah,
and what it's, I do like the serious aggressive swing there from Murph, but he does just kind of get sat down. It's a good play, but just you're going into the swinging into the wrong player.
Exactly. They had the 2 players posted up, ready to fire down. Not able to find anything here. So on the board now is going to be Alumni Guild, looking good, at least individually, on Seth and Lolboom. They've been the ones that who have been taking the fights, getting the kills. But for now, we're going to try our best here, and Jack might be ready and willing over on B, but the judge is not, as the shots run stray. And Murph going to push forward here, get a nice bit of space, take the high ground over on yellow, completely force it up, as Seth is going to be caught in the fire. 3v5 now, going to be a huge struggle. The Alumni Guild are just completely knocked out in terms of man advantage.
Okay, nothing to stall that out. We do have a late lurk mid here to try and solidify this round, but Europazzo is trying to open it right up. 3v3 now, but Toru must strike. There it is. Miru taken down 3v2, and you have this weed that you have to pull out. Lolboom. Player on either side of him.
Oh, and Slime being able to jump away. Just going to be insult to injury. And even more injury as they're not able to find the kill as of yet. Jumping up on the box. They're running wide, and Slime gets them out of the picture. 3rd round on the board for Nativz Academy. And that one looked really nice to open it up. It did get a little bit tumultuous, but they stick the landing fairly nicely. And that is a huge lead they've been able to garner.
Yeah, can't say Alumni have not been trying though. The Toru lurk is good. I mean, it's just, it feels a little too strategically easy for Nativz Academy. It's just kind of put presence A, go B, have 1 guy late lurk mid. You know, it's stuff that we've seen before. We're not going into mind games yet.
No, they're not, reinventing the wheel here, but the wheel works perfectly. So why do you need to try to do something else with it? A huge start though. They're investing in nice few ults, but the ults are just countered by headshots here, as Seth going to be good for 2. Lolboom backs him up. Murph with the Blade Storm is going to completely take him out, but he's brought down on his own. Random is going to die over time as the null command fades away, and S is going to be all alone trying to do something here on this flank. They know There's no one around A main, so it has to be somewhere else. Is going to make first contact here. Going to get tagged down to 2, and it really is just a matter of time here. More opponents than HP, and so little time to boot.
I was going to save that
30
Vandal.
seconds left.
Toxins going up.
It's a good comeback, but it is a little bit individualistic. Again, Seth opened it up with a very quick 2k, and all of them secured it with the AWP. I mean, the AWP is a good... I think it's a good mix-up and a different change of pace. That's good
left.
for Alumni. To have a bit of a different game plan. I feel like, guys, we really need to work around the AWP now. And then that's the trigger for everybody to concentrate a bit more.
Exactly, and I mean, yeah, so far the individuals are necessary here. You don't want to have to rely on them just in case they don't perform, but right now they need to. We see 2 players don't even have a kill over on Alumni yet, so really Seth and Album have been having to take the brunt of that weight, carry it themselves.
Yeah,
And
which is it is kind of the idea, right? Like, that is the 1-2 punch on this team that is gonna win you rounds.
I think you want at least something else within your repertoire, at least. Though you don't want to be playing a 3v5 in terms of kills. But if it works, it works. And so far, it's at least keeping them afloat, keeping them fairly even. Jack gets the orb, but dies for his trouble here. Gets a second ult point for dying. So I mean, double points for sure here. Lalboom, though, as we said, they need the individuals to perform, and that they do here. Nativz going to pull in close with the wall by their side, take the spike plant, and in this 4v4, we're going to have to see once again some huge performances try to take this over.
Yeah, this is bad as well, because now Random can just sit back. They don't have to worry about the fact they only have 2 Vandals. Just have the Vandals take the fights, you can pick and choose it.
Oh,
But Lalboom, it's again the individuals for this team. Shut down though. Miru has to step up. Couldn't get it halved either. It's rough. And it's another round away in Nativz Academy.
Yeah, and that's where, you know, the individuals can build you half the bridge, but you gotta meet them there. Albin with 3 in the round with the AWP in hand. It's gonna be such a potent position to be in, but the rest of them just were not able to do anything. They fall flat in regards to that. Jack just not able to find anything at all. Getting that orb, and everyone else just falls like dominoes.
Yeah, I like the positions that Jack is getting into, because so far it has been pretty spread that the side of Nativz Academy have been playing, except for this round. We're sending 5 people straight into B. It is incredibly fast here. And there's the kill on the board for Jack.
Yeah, exactly when you need it. You need to slow down the push. Even chunks down Slime there as well. Gets the wallbang headshot. And the rest of the team are going to start to pick up the piece as well. Juro Pazzo takes the kill, spamming it down with the Ares. And now in this 3 versus 5, it's going to be up to them to lose it. But they're starting to make mistakes. They're over pushing, and S is capitalizing here. But Lalboom's good for another 2. So now in the 2v1, it just needs to be the last nail in the coffin. And we're going to get both of the players that didn't have kills, you know, call them out.
Yeah, look at that.
They start to pick up the pieces, and that is what gets them the round there. Jack's opening kill is absolutely pivotal there, and it allows the rest of the team to rotate in and get the space.
Okay, now this is the turning point now. We're going to get it to 4-4. Yeah, it has been back and forth, to be fair.
It's trying to throw it early.
There's your line up there for your ranked games.
You can finally know how to smoke mid.
Now it's 5 people towards A. Yeah, the strat is... Oh, Miru is going walkabouts here. This is a spot.
Yeah,
They know they have them boxed now. They should.
Yeah, the positions they're playing they know that they've at least cut off so many points that they have to run through. There is going to be a pit drop right on the point there as they're not playing on it. They're playing for this form of retake, but they've given them the room. Miryu, it's a bit worked upon, but he gets the kill here, breaks it down to that 4v4. The spike is planted, the pit is down, and it's going to be a difficult one, but they still have better weaponry. The recon's going to force people around. Snake bites come in as well, and Miryu still on that flank is the one that's finding all the value right now. The rest of them are slowly going to converge, slowly going to try to fight it out here, but it's going to be so difficult trying to find the fighters in the pit here. But they are going to be good for it here as we see Miryu with the 4K.
He's on that form that he was on. No, he's on that form he was on in that split game where he's playing Jet earlier today. He's back. He's so back.
They just have to find his mouse. So, sometimes you lose it. Sometimes things get lost. But that's where, having the individuals, having someone like Lolboom, like Seth, who can take the brunt of it, kind of mitigate the losses when you're not performing and give you the time to rev up, because now that they were 0 kills for a while, they get 1 kill. Next round you get 4. Just keep it clean, keep it like that. And now we're gonna see, can they turn this slow start into a lead as we're tied up 4-4.
Yeah, we're gone back to what Nativz Academy were doing before, which is this fairly spread and then walk up on the other side here. But Seth has taken out one rotate, and now they know everybody has to be over to this A side of the map. Pazu goes down though. Seth has to double up. But instead it's going to be Miru to turn the numbers back around. 3v3 now, low HP on both Toru and Murph though, and now Slime is taken out. This is rough, and it's gone from rough to impossible.
Yeah, I think they have the confidence that no one is kind of playing deep on rafters, that no one is backside, because you see the way Murph even swung towards screens with the full confidence that there was no one to the back of them, so it just gave the space there that we saw. That just sit in, you can slow down the push, stop the plant for a moment, and it just gives enough for that 3v3 to come to fruition, to start to play out. And that is a huge lead to be taking.
We've got timeouts as well. Should be a good one. Good time to take it, I'd say, after 3 rounds in a row from the Alumni side.
They're going to be on an eco, though.
An eco close to a few ults as well. I mean, if Murph gets the knives on, that could just win you around. If you set him up right. Randy is one off the ult as well.
You have a Hunter's Fury as well that you could maybe try to use aggressively if you want to use it for more site taking, more pushing. Maybe force out some angles towards B and just take that as a whole. There's a lot of room to maneuver here.
Yeah.
That you could work with.
If I'm Nativz Academy here, I'm saying either this round. No, I'm saying it this round. They in this round we're ending B because we have Hunter's Fury. And it's definitely best used there. Especially with the ping changes. It's going to be very hard to do it if you're planted on A. Probably something similar to the we were doing at Pistol in the second round. Start A, end B.
Yeah, keep it what they've been doing. It has been working for the most part. It has been evened up, but they have found a lot of success already. They just need to try to finalize some more of it to give themselves more of an advantage to end out this half. And
surprised they're not going for the orb.
It would be a huge one to get, and they are aware of it as well, I think, on this defense. With this more proactive play, with this more aggressive
this is great now from Pazu. Lolboom knows everything. Up shot, but are they ready for the second piece of the puzzle? No, they're not. 2 kills found for Jack, and Lolboom follows up 5v2.
Yeah, the second piece comes in and takes it. You're going to see Miryu take themselves another one as well. They tried to do a setup here, they tried to do something, but it is gonna, I was gonna eat my words, but S only good for the 2 gets taken out. What the carp?
No, I should keep that carp.
for the fish version.
That works.
That was such a good setup though. For
That was the
Lol
double
Boom with an off on top.
1-2.
Yeah, that was super good.
Yeah, great
But
setup
now
there,
it's
and
gonna get droned out every time.
It is,
So-
but now that just doing one play forces your opponents to have to use utility to make sure you're not running it because it is potent, because they know you are capable of it. And we are going to see the drum popped in. Instantly going to have to teleport out here. But now there's no drone online. There's nothing, but there is still Murph on some blades, and they're going to be good for the one. Lol Boom is forced into no man's land, and he is no more. Spike is to be planted, and 3 versus 4. This is huge. Great opportunity here. They still have the Hunter's Fury to stop this defuse if they can set up for that. But they need to stay alive. They need to not get caught off. There is a pit available, and it looks like we're going to see that come through, and they're going to go for...
Yeah, there's still a Hunter's Fury online though. It doesn't matter if the pit's down.
Yeah, it's going to try. Getting dropped though, gets put to half here. The Fury is over here. And they're still 2 alive. They're going to go back for the tap, and they're forced forward here. I think Jiropazzo is aware of how close Toru must be. Going to be good for the first one, but we're going to see Miryu have to pop off it, so that is enough time ticking. That is enough of a moment that he cannot clutch it out. We are going to see the Nativz Academy, by the skin of their teeth, take that over with Toru slowing down that defuse.
I think a big part of that round was the very start of it. Like, I know we said the setup was good last round, but it's only good when your opponent isn't ready for it. And that time, they were ready for it. Droned out Jack. He had to TP away. Lol Boom whiffed, and then was only able to get a trade. And then he ended up in a 4v3.
Exactly, and it was also the knife. The knife meant that Lol Boom didn't have dash, so they just got stuck in a position where they weren't able to escape here, and before it went off, before they were able to tailwind away, they just get taken out. And now, in this next round, we are going to see a lockdown popped over, but pushing with it, Murph is going to get destroyed. And 5 versus 4, they might force them off the site, they might get the plant, but 1 man down. The retake has a huge possibility to be here, especially with the Empress coming through. It is going to be a long rotate, though, for Ryu.
Revealing area.
Oh, that's not what you want. Cross into sight now. All 5 people coming out of CT, though. It's just putting bodies on the line. Oh,
Yeah,
Toru's
exactly,
going for a wide peak. You have to do that when it's low on numbers. And speaking of numbers, we're back into even footing now. Nay, I don't think that's hitting. Oh, it is! It's all left onto Jack. It's such low HP.
That is decimation. That is time ticking. That is a swarm that is going to stop everything here. Shot down. Even more to go. There's going to be a turret that even brings them lower. And Jack cannot win that out at all. It looked promising to start them off, but really good defensive line. And when they were down to 3, they just pulled back. They played off the open plant perfectly, and they got themselves a 6-6 end. Might have
Yeah,
been
random really hit him with the LeBron James on that.
Yeah, I did not think that. I was like, that's way too low. There's no way that hits, right?
I feel like it didn't hit. It just hit the guy that was under the spike, and he was so low HP that 1 pulse killed him. That's very funny.
When you whiff
either way.
so much that they don't expect it to land.
Yeah.
So like he threw his grenade. It's obviously gonna land on the spike.
Oh yeah. Jet Reyna, right. This is going to be good on the attack half, right? Similar setup to what
The 2.5
Alumni had, actually, in this 3-1-1.
Yeah, we're gonna see it pop forward and just running through Jack with the headhunter in hand. Just forward running that W. They're taken out though. Lol Boom as well brought out. Seth fighting for something, but nothing is found. Spike is gonna get planted, but you're in a 5v2. You got to make those numbers count here, and for now it's just going to be Miryu left alone, and Murph triples up, takes the round, and gets themselves 2-7 on the board for the Nativz Academy.
But losing only one player as well. Everybody just kind of had each other's backs in that. You had Toru was fighting with S when Alumni were trying to go for their exec there. And you had Murph watching Slime while Slime was trying to throw out the shock. So it's just W teamwork, really. W teammate awareness.
Exactly, they make it really strong there through just playing off each other. And now, like ships in a night, the two recon bolts pass one another. And the second round of the half, we're going to see, can the attacking side do anything here? They've invested a little bit. Seth had an Ares once again. That is dropped to the floor. And now only a few pistols remain. A few sheriffs, a headhunter for Jack. And this is a huge disadvantage round. They need to get the timings perfect here. Slime is noted. They're going to be good to take that. The teamwork is going to work for just the one. Chiropazzo, classic in hand. Tries to fight. Is going to win out. Sometimes you miss it. You miss every shot you take. I think that's the saying.
Oh my, okay.
Why not?
Show some more, show some more. One body shot as well will kill Murph. Oh.
That's not Murph.
Yeah, but if he hits that headshot, then he
shoot.
only has one left.
That's not Murph, and he didn't shoot. There's a few problems to the plan. That's random. Is going to finish it out with Spectre. Makes it a lot more expensive than it really should have been once you broke it down to just one. The classic wins out that fight.
Yes, you know, so I'm not putting that one on S, I'm putting that one on the Spectre. Sometimes that gun just be doing that.
Doing it, shoot spectral bullets, they don't hit.
Yeah. Or just trying to shoot the Spectres around the player.
It's like if they missed.
Oh. Okay, just about gets away. We have a lot of stall here with the Killjoy util. There it is.
With a little time, and we're seeing the flank come through.
Once again, the classic finishes it at long range. And look at they're scrambling to try and take back this control now. But so are... Oh, wait a minute. Nativz are playing too much in their own heads here.
Oh,
And Murph felt like he had to go for info. Oh, that's brutal.
And now they can kind of just wait it out here. The rotates are coming on in, but just kind of waiting to see what'll happen. Spike is going to go down, though. So even though some rotates come in, it's still the man disadvantage. And Seth is in a prime position here to fight
Oh,
these.
he shot early.
Premature on the flank. Will not get a kill off it. The rest of them should be still able to set this up here. They're in a good spot. 3 versus 3. They've got the setup. You need to just not overplay your hand, as everyone seems to be peeking aggressively here. I guess you want to try to force a kill out.
It's a bit antsy from Seth, I think. He only saw a sliver of the Killjoy that wasn't looking at him, and he still said, I need to shoot my shot.
Yeah, the trigger discipline was not found. And I think once they lose that huge piece that is Seth, once you know you've lost that flank, it just makes it so much more difficult to play the post plant. So they tried to make a play. They tried to maybe bring down another number to give themselves even better advantage in the post plant. But it just leads to everyone falling basically simultaneously. And it leads to a 9th for Nativz Academy, who are now looking happy winning that one.
Good way to start. The KO has been getting so much value off of these knives and the flashes.
Yeah, just the amount of info they've been able to get as a team with both the Sova and the KO, having the knives and the darts and the drone. Just making sure every part of the map you have some sort of info, because every single round seems to lead to some kind of flank, to some kind of
Revealing area.
trying to catch off the opponent's play.
Found them.
Oh, that's awkward.
Done.
It's a 1v1 though, so they're just kind of in a stalemate at the moment. While Lolboom and Miru walk up A here, straight into Slime. Does he know about Miru though? Has to hit the shot, but Random's got his back.
30 seconds left.
He gets the dink through the wall, brings Slime down to 10, but he has Random as the bodyguard. 4v2 now, and the time is ticking. The spike is down, and Jack is caught by Slime, who's still holding aggressively. Might be low HP, but doesn't matter when you got the shots to hit. Juropazzo just forced down, forced forward, and taken out. As that is double digits for Nativz Academy.
They're looking good on this defense side. I mean, it's been flawless so far. Alumni have to find answers. They gotta find them soon. They have Hunter's Fury. They're on a bit of an eco though.
Yeah, this is looking dire for the Alumni. Need to find something here. They are ready to try to play out the long game, to try to play for until they have the better buy. But for here, for now, for this round, it is going to be a heavy onslaught towards A here, with all 5 pushing, with Slime popping the Fury. With the pushers trying to push past this wall here. And the Ares of Seth is going to find war as they take some kills. They pop one of their own Hunter's Furies, and the spike is going to get planted into this 5v4.
Okay.
Not ready yet.
I'm asking you shall receive. Oh, we're droning the flank as well. A little too early. I think.
Oh, an S.
Oh,
Look
no,
how
the guy
wide
got
they're
found.
going.
Yeah, Seth with the Ares. 3 kills. Make that 3. It just keeps going. I'm kind of surprised that Juropazu is droning the flank when there's a trip. I mean, can't give out, right? We won the round. S is just gonna live with this rifle again, unless
Try to live, I think, is
aim labs. Oh,
yeah, that further back angle, you get trying to get the advantage there. We are gonna see S take out Miryu, deal a little bit of damage, but it does not matter, as we are gonna see them buy back up.
oh yeah. So sending us A with all 5 worked. It worked so well that we're doing it again. But we're going straight into an op. That's rough.
Seth Pomp the Empress get headshotted by the op.
Are we going? Oh, he's just going. He's just swinging. Wants some more as well. That's obscenely aggressive. Lolboom is punishing it hard as well. 4v2 and the pit's down.
Lolboom just playing themselves a quick little aim labs retake there. Just the heads are taken the moment they are seen. And now it's gonna be hugely difficult to try to make any kind of retake attempt. Some really good proactive positions here. Murph holding, or Lolboom holding close, wrong Jet. As we see them get the 4th here. The rest are gonna be up against S, who I think just
wait, hold on now.
I think the gun peered through a little bit. It must have. There's no
the Spidey sense. I guess. Yeah. Maybe it was like the toes or something, because they're not they weren't facing that way.
Time out.
That's interesting. I'd love to see that one from Sammy's POV.
Alarm bot out.
Ace to 10 though, momentum is swinging back in the way of Alumni. And now Nativz have to find a way to stop the bleeding.
They're gonna be good for the 2 to start that off.
Oh no, this timing, he knows he's yellow, Oh my, how has this one happened? Ring around the rosy.
One enemy
Hello.
remaining.
Yeah, they're just gonna go around. They're gonna take all of those kills. They're gonna force Murph into the 1v3. And it is looking good for the Alumni now.
Oh.
Setting themselves up for a huge position as off the success of this, or the hopeful success, still a 1v2 to go through. We're maybe looking at a 1-round differential, but the spike is still taken, the time is still there, and Murph is still alive to try to take something here. But only for a moment. As now, 10-9, still leading our Nativz Academy, but that lead is dwindling here with 3 in a row from the Alumni.
Just timings on timings in that round as well. The ring around the rosy into Murph barely not spotting the barrel on Jack. I could have been cleaner for him. I could have just gotten the kill right there and be full HP for the next 2 fights, but instead it's 9-10. And Murph is looking to go aggressive with the knives. Yeah, with the knives.
Oh,
Didn't
gets
break the
revealed
arrow in time. And it's just Slime. Slime has a judge though. Scary weapon. And we're going straight into it and above it. There is somebody behind him, I think.
yes, wild timing, 2 for 2 there. They're gonna take the space, take the site here. Toru is still around, but only around to get fought upon by Seth, who tries to sprint shoot themselves a Vandal kill, but gets taken out gloriously. 2v2 now.
Scanning ahead.
What is...
Last player standing.
what? Guys? Guys?
Sick as dirt. I'm gonna see Jack here. Will play it up,
What?
take themselves the tour de force. They are not ready for some reason. And now S gonna start the defuse, pop the wall here. Oh, I'm gonna take him out. The time should be on there.
Do we have time?
Oh,
Oh, it's close.
oh.
Yeah, we do. 0.4 seconds.
That is a huge one to take.
It's such a it was throws on throws. Actually, sure you can run at a guy, you can run and gun a guy, sure, but then sometimes you get sat down. Fine if you do that in like a 5v2, but doing it in a 3v2, different scenario. And then I don't know what the hell John was doing with the dart, exposing himself to screens while trying to do it. It's Murph is trying to go for that exact same fight, but again,
Yeah, not quite punished. Doesn't get the value wanted, but does not get brought down by it. And now we're seeing the
I've seen this one
push-up
before.
from 2 different sides. S in the primest of positions
Spike down B.
takes the 2 and takes themselves a spike in hand.
And that's what happens when you're not running double and ish like Nativz are. Those timings, those gaps open up. And S is in an even stranger position now, still lives. You're giving away fights to Lolbum, but now we're doing it again. No shot. What
Twice
is...
in one round.
Welcome to Icebox, I guess. I didn't know this was a core part of the
30
map now.
seconds left.
Those big tall things around that you can walk beside, just causing so much chaos. As now Jack and Seth, oh, they're on
Player standing.
for the kill as Toru takes it here. Now just Jack, the timing needs to be perfect and the kills need to be there, and they are not.
Match point.
Alright, 9-12, the last hurrah for Alumni Guild. Lolbum is dropping 24, but nobody else on the team is going positive. Which... sounds worse than it actually is, I would say. I mean, Seth is having has had a multiple, just multi-frag rounds where he's defined it. Same Pazu, and Jack has been getting some good positions. But it's about the closers. There's been a lot of close rounds. But can we close it out? Murph is always getting so aggressive on this A site, so he only gets one. Line. Oh, we need to be checking, lads. We need to be checking underneath their feet. 3v2, Lolbum and Jurapazu. To keep this map going. They're worried about the flank as well. It's a great knife. No, that one's here. You've null command to work with as well. I mean, if I'm Nativz Academy, I'm popping it. But instead, stuck in the corner, not fast enough to the trade.
Enemy remaining. Spike down.
But Jurapazu and SR
Oh,
knows he's out. He knows he's out. The arrow doesn't scan him. He knows he's out. No, Jurapazu doesn't know. S closes it for Nativz Academy. 13-9. Is how the two heavy hitters will shake out. With a really back and forth first half, but a very streak-defined second half, Kurt.
yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal way to finish out. To just take those rounds out of their hands so many times. There was so many moments where it could have gone either way, so many pivotal rounds, so many important moments where individuals had to pop off, where moments need to be made, and they were. Just there were so many streaks, I think, that we didn't come to fruition, that were instantly stopped, and just overall those last few rounds, the aggression from Murph, it might not have panned out completely every time, but he wasn't punished enough to really cause any issue.
Yeah, Murph had a really good game. I guess posting that frag movie like earlier this week has given him that confidence. He was hitting shots, and he's feeling like he can as well, or like going so aggressive as you were saying. So great stuff out of him as well. And everybody on the Nativz Academy showed up. The two initiators are down at the bottom, and that's because they were getting so much value out of their util. Both halves. Like the knives were going crazy from random, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think so many players, so many instances of those, every player just popping off. I think, as we said, it would be a banger game, and I think that's what we got. We saw so many huge moments, even those last couple of rounds where we saw people walking side by side practically and catching each other off. Just so many huge situations that panned out perfectly to win out the game. But that is going to be us for this Wednesday of Office Showdown. Here we had the Alumni Guild and Nativz fight it out, and Nativz did win out in the end. They were just such a strong opponent. There's a reason they're the Nativz Academy, I think, is the simplest way to put it, man.
It is. Nativz Academy, bottom text. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next game of Valorant.